Yeah, hello everyone. In this video, I would like to explain about the previous year, HIT 2020 question from the electromagnetic fields. The question will be like this here: static electric field inside a dielectric medium with relative permittivity epsilon or relative permittivity epsilon r is equals to 2.25, and it is expressed in cylindrical coordinate system. Is given electric field vector is E bar is equal to A r bar 2r into A r bar plus 3 by times of 3 by 4 3 by r A5 bar and 6 Az bar, where A r bar A5 bar Az bar are the unit vectors along the r axis, phi axis and z directions respectively. If the above expression represents a valid electrostatic field inside the medium, then the volume charge density associated with this field in terms of free space permittivity. Okay. So is given the information about is giving the information about electric field. So that is E bar equals to 2 r A r bar plus 3 by r A5 bar plus 6 Az. So compare this electric field equation, the general expression of representation of a vector in cylindrical coordinate system. So that is ER AR bar plus E phi A phi bar plus EZ AZ bar. This is what the representation of our vector in cylindrical coordinate system. So now if you compare these two equations, so what is E bar? ER bar. ER bar is equals to 2R and E phi equals to 3 by R and Ez is equals to 6. Okay. So from the problem, is given the information about E and is asked to calculate the volume charge density. We know the relation between electric flux density and volume charge density from the point form of Gauss law. This is the point form of Gauss law. Point form of Gauss law. It is del dot d bar equals to rho v. The divergence of electric flux density is equals to the volume charge density. Okay. So in the problem we have E and we want to calculate rho v in terms of permittivity. So for that reason I'm converting this d bar in terms of E bar. So, but d bar is equals to epsilon times of E bar. So if we substitute this value in the Gauss expression, we will get divergence of E bar epsilon times of A bar equals to rho v, where epsilon is the permittivity, is the constant term, and we can take it out common, that is del dot E bar equals to rho v. Okay. So from here we need to express this divergence of electric field intensity in cylindrical coordinate system. Okay. So if we calculate the divergence of electric field intensity in cylindrical coordinate system, this is the divergence of electric field intensity in cylindrical coordinate system. I am writing directly that is 1 by r times of dou by dou r into r e r bar or er plus 1 by r times of dou by dou phi of e phi plus dou ez by dou z. Okay. Now we need to evaluate these terms. We need to calculate we need to differentiate the given er, e phi, ez. Okay. So now I'm separately calculating the first and second and third term in order to easy understand purpose. Okay. So now the given e bar is equals to how much? The problem, the er value is how much it is? 2r. If er is equal to 2r, r into er bar is how much? R into er bar is equals to, that means r into 2r, 2r square, and we need to evaluate this r into 2r differentiation. So that means dou by dou r of r into er bar, that is dou by dou r of what is r into er? 2r square. So differentiation of 2r square here is 2 into, it is like r power n. R power n is differentiation is n into r power n minus 1. So 2 into r power 2 minus 1, that means 4 r power 1. Okay. And here we have 1 by r. For the first term, 1 by r into dou by dou r of r into er. So we want to evaluate this term. This is the first term. First term is I am evaluating here, that is 1 by r. What is dou by dou r of r e power r? Is 4r. R gets cancelled and we'll get the value of 4. Okay. Similarly, try to evaluate the second term. So in order to evaluate the second term, we know e phi already. What is e phi? E phi is equal to 3 by r. Okay. So in the second term we have d by d phi of e phi. So what is d by d phi of e phi? D by d phi of e phi means 3 by r. So here 3 by r is a constant. We need to differentiate this 3 by r with respect to phi, but this function is not in terms of phi. So we need to treat this term as a constant. The constant of differentiation is equal to 0. Now the second term will be like this: 1 by r times of dou by dou phi of e phi. That means 1 by r times of 0, which is equals to 0. That means this term is going to be 0. Similarly, what is ez? Ez is equal to 6. So but we have here dou ez by dou z. Dou ez by dou z means dou by dou z of ez means 6, constant differentiation. Again it is equal to 0. So now we have only one term, that is del dot e bar equals to, what is the first term? We did it here. It's the 1 by r times of the first term, only 4. But from equation 3, if we consider this is the equation 3, we want rho v. So rho v is equals to epsilon times of del dot e bar. What is del dot e bar? Del dot e bar, we got it 4. That means 4 in epsilon into 4. But options are in the epsilon order. So now this rho v equals to 4 into, what about epsilon? Epsilon is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r. But in the problem he is given the epsilon r value, that is 2.25. So now your rho v is equal to 4 into 2.25 into epsilon naught. That means rho v is equal to, is approximately 9 epsilon naught. This is your answer. So what is the answer? Your option was